Welcome to the Holy Yogi, where we help you find the guru inside of you. Hello, beautiful. Hello, handsome. How you doing today? And if no one has told you today that they love you, I love you. And you, 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 and all my little tree friends back there, I love them too. I hope you're having a great day today because I want you to remember and I want you to know this. If no one has told you today that they love you, that love truly is the greatest medicine of them all. And love makes the world go round and around and around. And also love, ladies and gentlemen, love always, always wins. And I know you're a winner because what? Winners never quit and quitters never win. We're in the business of spreading the love. And I always tell people you spread the word by spreading the love and you spread the wealth of health, of relationships, of money. It's Friday, right? Everybody's getting paid and having a great time. And I'm so glad to be a part of that. So, what I want you to do is I want you to like, I want you to comment, I want you to ding, 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 hit that notification button so we can always give you the 411 on what's going on in the world. All right, so with that said, you hit that notification button, right? With that said, listen, this is what I'm going to talk about today. And this is really important. When it is hot, you stay cool. What do I mean by that? Literally, right now, I am in a location where I am in the shade. And right across from me is some wonderful, I like to, do my wonderful, wonderful presentation show. I don't really want to call it show, my spiritual, conference with my friends outside. And I like to commune with nature and the trees. And right across from me, it's literally 80-something degrees out. But where I am standing, it feels like it's like about 60 because I'm in the shade, okay? And imagine being in 80 degrees, you're still the sun, that sun's beaming on you, and you're hot. What's gonna happen? You're gonna sweat. You're gonna feel uncomfortable. You're gonna get cranky, and all this negativity is gonna flow, etc. And one of the things that easily gets rid of that negativity is that you change your position and where you're at. And I say that to say to you because it's just like it's basic, simple things. If you are in a very confrontational thing with, let's say, a family member or a husband or whatever the case may be, you need to instantaneously stop. You need to instantaneously stay cool. And you need to instantaneously stay in spirit. Stay in truth. That you are a God, an angel, or goddess. And that you're in a place of peace, love, joy, and happiness. Even though you're in a quote-unquote heated argument. When you see, what I mean by that is not necessarily, hopefully you're not participating. One of the key things you want to do, when you see that person go off and they'll go cray-cray, you stay cool and collected. And by you staying cool and collected, you immediately, once again, like I'm in a cool area, okay, and someone's getting hot, you stay cool, you stay balanced, and you immediately send off to that person light and love. Close your eyes and breathe. And breathe. And tell that person, I love you. And I care about you. And I'm going to stay cool, calm, cool, and collected for you and I both. And when you're ready to talk, I am here for you. You see, I decided to get out of the heat, out of the sunbeam of it, and go to a very calm, cool, and collected place because I didn't need to be in that type of environment. And so, like in a relationship with someone, could be a mom, could be a husband, could be the kids, etc. no matter where you're at, where you are at is all that's important. Because outside of you, it may be that person may be having a heated argument, but you chose to go out into the shade and in a cool environment, and you stayed cool. Though it was hot, you decided to stay cool. And that's what you do in all circumstances. Let's say, the situation is cool, and then it levels up to hot. But no matter what, you stay what? Cool. Okay. Or let's say it gets cold, and let me be the first to tell you, I do not like cold weather. I am allergic to cold weather, and I used to. I'm still working on it. We are healing in progress. Get an attitude. Cold weather, it does not agree with me at all. But what I would do is I immediately go into my meditation, and I would say I'm calm, I'm cool, I'm collected, and I'm at peace with the situation and circumstances. I say this to you, don't let outside, weather get to you. Don't let, people, words get to you, etc. No matter what's going on outside of you, you have the choice to decide to remain cool and collected. And don't let anybody give you out of your diva-ness or your divine nature, my brother. Divas for the sisters, Just remember, because you do have a choice. It's just like even when I was driving over here, and I was deciding to do the show for the day. And I said to myself, and it was really very warm, and I said, I'm gonna go to a nice, cool environment. And I looked across and I saw, the sun. I was in that type of environment, and the face became all cranky. And then, from the sweat and everything, not because of attitude, but just like, trying to get the sun out your eyes and things like that. We get put on notice about so many things that are going on, and this is where, while we're going through that, this is where we have the option of making the choices on how we're going to handle that. So what I did was I decided to just cross the street. Yesterday I said in the program, when you see crazy coming across the street, don't walk into it, Another prime example is like, I used to live in Houston, Texas area. Now, if you understand Houston, Texas area, I lived in California. California got the earthquakes, right? That's what it meant. And then in Texas, you get the hurricanes and the tornadoes and the like. So, as I was going through that, one of the things I used to always see people do, if every year in that area, and since I lived in Houston, and it was so ironic, my good girlfriend at the time had shared with me that the last time I think I was there during Hurricane Rita, and this was just a month after Hurricane Katrina. I don't even need to tell you anymore about what happened with Hurricane Katrina. So, we're on hyper mode, and we ended up having to go took us 11 hours to take a 5-hour ride to Mississippi to get out of that storm. And I got a baby in my arms, literally. I think my son was maybe about 4 or 5 months, whatever the case may be. That was, it was a challenge getting through that. And then the next year, with the boys, having been through a divorce, etc., here comes another hurricane, and here comes more drama, etc. So, I'm living in at the time, the house was a $400,000 home, lovely home, etc. But the key reality of it was, hurricane, rain, hail, sleet, or snow, everything was dependent upon me. And I said, why should I put myself through that, knowing that it's a possibility every year we're going to have a hurricane? Hey, it's time to move. It's time to go to a location where I know, there are no guarantees, but the least likelihood of hurricanes would happen. And I'll be able to be safe and sound and take care of my family and friends. It amazes me, no judgment here, but it amazes me when people knowingly stay in an area that they'll find themselves underwater possibly next year and the year after that and the year after that and the year after that, etc. It's still, once again, your choice. And I choose always to find myself in peace. If you know you're going to have that steak and you're going to have that double R burger and you're going to get indigestion every time and you're going to take Pepto-Bismol, when the universe is telling you that's not good for your diet. If you're going to get heartburn, most likely it's going to lead up to what? A heart attack. We're always getting signals to let us know about how to make better choices in order to get us at our place of peace. Another thing, if you're dating a Gemini, and every Gemini that you have dated has caused drama, tragedy, and never left, if you were thinking about getting married, never left to a really stable relationship, well, you got to stop dating Geminis. The moral of the story is, if you keep on doing things over and over and over again, expecting different results, that's a form of insanity. Sometimes, in order to keep yourself calm, cool, collected, you have to make some calm, cool, collected decisions when these things come about to minimize them happening again. Ta-da! The moral of this story is to listen to your spirit and the universe, because it will warn you of certain things before they happen. And whatever's going on, remember, when it gets hot, stay cool. That's when it gets hot and heated in a relationship. Stay cool and make some cool, clear, rational decisions. You cannot make calm, cool, collected, rational decisions when you're angry, in pissosity, and you're mad. Matter of fact, we make the worst decisions when we're hot-headed. Get it? So, it is so important that when you get those signs of heartburn after having the steak, double R burgers and fries, ooh, I need to change my diet and eat the food that God had ordained for me to eat. Okay? Something to think about. The moral of the story is that we have within inside of us, God has endowed within inside of us, all the answers to all of our questions, even when we're not asking the question, even when we know, we get all the signs and signals, and we still go out with baby kids. We get it all the time. So I want you to realize the importance that when a lot of things out in the world is going crazy, that you sit back, look at the signals, look at the aha moment, stay calm, stay cool, and collected, so you can make the divine decision that's just for you. That's regards to your health, that's regards to your wealth, that's regards to your relationship. When it gets hot, stay cool. Now, when I say stay cool, it's the best thing to do. Meditate. Pray. Remember, prayer is our conversation with God. God, what should I do in this situation? Now, when I was going through that whole thing with my kids, and I'm going down to highway looking for a hotel because my gas and my electricity is out, and my floor is flooded, simply said to me, if you don't want this to happen next year, it's time for you to move and go to a safe place that has least likelihood of hurricanes, of earthquakes, of floods, or tornadoes. And I'm so glad I did that, because literally I've been watching last week and the week before that and the year before that, these major hurricanes, tornadoes have come into the area. And even, ironically, even in the development that I once lived in, and the person told me, oh, we'll never get floods up here. And luckily, I still got flood insurance when I lived there because of that reason. And luckily, I advised some other people that in that area to do the same thing too, because guess what? The area did flood. and they did have a crisis that went on in that area. And I'll be honest with you, I was so grateful that I made that decision 7 years ago to relocate and go to higher level. But that's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. This is what this is all about. It really is blessing you with the opportunity to connect with your divine spirit, to give you all the answers to all the questions that are going on in your life so that you know you're okay. So remember, when it gets hot, you stay cool. Connect with divine spirit. The answers will be provided, and you have a great, awesome life. So let's say a prayer meditation. Dear Heavenly Spirit, divine, gracious Mother, Father God, I ask you to keep me in a place of calm peace so that I can make the divine decision that's best for myself and my family when it comes to my relationships, when it comes to my health, when it comes to my wealth. Peace, etapu, namaste. Have a great day. Remember,